Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Mary Schalk. She's with the Barren County FFA, and I'm glad to have her here as part of the FFA Week celebration. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning.
Now, Mary, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a junior at Barren County High School. I'm the secretary of our FFA chapter. I enjoy doing all kinds of stuff. I love FFA. I love being a part of it.
Okay. And so, in FFA, you've been around FFA your entire life. Your dad was an
Mhm.
ag teacher before he became a county agent. And so you were a part of FFA before you actually became a member, an official member. Part of being an FFA is, growing leaders. And FFA has so many different opportunities to be able to do that. What's your favorite thing about FFA?
My favorite thing is probably going out to like conventions and stuff and meeting other people, especially national convention. This last year, I got to meet people from everywhere, and I thought that was so cool. I like the leadership events. Where we go and speak, and I like speaking contests quite a bit. I'm not much on a stage person, but I love giving speeches about things I love. So yeah, I just really love speeches, honestly.
And honestly, you mentioned like you go to these conventions and you meet other people. And the thing about it is, they can be from so many other states and even some that are not
Mhm.
actually from a farm. There's a lot of members in FFA that are not from a farm, but they have an appreciation for agriculture. And so no matter where you go, it feels like home.
Absolutely, yeah. National convention, I met people, from every end of the spectrum. I met the people that go to rodeos every weekend, and I met the people that live in like downtown New York. People like that. They can see their neighbor from their window. So yeah, it was really cool.
It's awesome, the network that the FFA has. Now, Mary, I do want to point out one thing. I can't pick up a farm magazine or look on the internet without seeing your name. You have made massive headlines, and we're all so very proud of your accomplishments. But let's talk a little bit about, first of all, that you fly. Tell me a little bit about that. Like, what drove you to want to be a pilot?
Well, ever since I was about in first grade, my dad's always had his pilot's license. My uncle's had his pilot's license. I've just kind of been around it. And I just, every time I go up, ever since I was little, I just thought it was so cool. You see everything from a new perspective. You see it from the bird's eye view, and it's so beautiful up there. And as soon as I could figure out that I could fly by myself, I took the initiative. I went out there, started getting lessons, a little bit of help from mom and dad, and I've set sail on this, and I absolutely love it.
You took this amazing skill, and a gift that you have. And then after the tornadoes, you did something about it. Walk me through that. What went through your mind?
Stayed up late that night watching the news, and we were up about 6 o'clock that next morning because about 7:30 we put out on Facebook that we were going to start accepting donations. So we started accepting at the Tompkinsville Airport and over in Cumberland County. So we put that out, and about 12, 15 hours later, we got overwhelmed with donations. It's crazy. We have a few pictures. I'm sure you've seen them. The airport just like full. You can't even see the floor in it. So we got those donations, and pilots just kept calling us and saying, "We want to do it. We want to do it. We want to do it." So a bunch of us gathered at the Tompkinsville Airport, and we actually met some few people that come over to the Tompkinsville Airport from other parts of Kentucky. Loaded us down. I went out solo, so that my dad and a few other people we know. We went over there to Mayfield that first day after, and it was devastating, that's for sure. It was hard to see. As soon as we got there, we met some people on the ground, and they didn't have anything yet because at the end of the road, at the end of the runway, there was a road, and there was a tractor trailer truck just flipped over. There was no way people could get in and out, and that was just at the airport. And so, they told us right before we went, they're like, we can't get any trucks in. So if you need to go somewhere, we can't take you. And they didn't have any water whatsoever. It's like you couldn't use the restroom, couldn't get a drink, couldn't get nothing. So as soon as we got there, they were smiling. After what they had went through, they were already smiling because we had brought so much stuff.
Absolutely. And what an awesome thing. If that's not a shining example of what FFA is all about. But I think even bigger than that, Mary, it was a great, a very inspirational thing that you did, a very responsible thing. And I commend you and your parents because I know they probably helped along the way as well. But
They did.
yeah, and I'm so glad to be able to talk to you about your love for FFA and flying. I think it's a great combination. But Mary, appreciate you visiting with us this week for National FFA Week. And we hope that the Barren County chapter has an amazing week.